Hi, fellow Sapphires. It's good to see you back here. As always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We have another very mystical kind of message today. Our first card is Kairos. I hope I'm saying that right. I might not be. So, this card I've never actually gotten in a reading. This is really cool for me. I'm seeing this cat's eye right in the center being not just your third eye, but notice all of the blue. It's very reminiscent of that throat chakra and the ability to either speak or choose not to speak. This pattern right here is quite intriguing. It kind of reminds me of, how would I put this? Kind of like the mathematics behind the universe. It's kind of showcasing every connection. Everything is connection. Or everything is connection. But yeah, I guess that is true. All the connections everywhere with, you, me, everybody else, and the animals, insects, plants, even non-organic things vibrate at certain frequencies. I mean, this table is vibrating. These candles are vibrating at their own frequencies. And now I'm seeing the frequency patterns as well. So this card is really speaking to me about someone is really getting their eyes open to the inner workings of the universe, that very mathematical side, the side that is kind of well, you can think of it in quantum mechanics and in those type of terms. String theory, for instance. Everything in the world, well, everything in the universe, I should say, is connected by a series of vibrating strings. And this definitely looks a lot like that. With this card, I feel like someone is definitely figuring things out, or has very much started to witness the patterns of the universe. Like if you're seeing synchronicities absolutely everywhere, every time you look at a clock, it's a repeating number, or even just weird stuff that happens. Maybe you think of someone and they immediately call you. You're opening yourself up to what's really out there, and it's a really beautiful thing. Our next card is the Mystic, which goes very nicely with this one. As you can see up here, we have another eye, which also reminiscent of the third eye in the Mystic card. That makes complete and total sense. So monarchs are typically associated with death, or, death and rebirth sometimes, but it's usually death. And so it could be that something has to die, and as I'm saying that, I am being stared at by this eye down here that I just now picked up on. There's the mirroring of the two eyes. You're going to be able to do much more than you could possibly imagine. I mean, look at all these different perspectives that you could be seeing at any given moment. Or you could think of these as all the different perspectives. Sorry, I was just hit by that. But back to the monarch. It's kind of like well, what would that be? His solar plexus kind of heart area is really lit up. This is something that's going to really fulfill you when you finish your journey. I don't know where that journey is going to lead you, but I'm picking up on the dream space being especially important. Perhaps astral projection could be something that you're working on at this time. Whatever practice you're doing, though, it is paying off in dividends. Okay, absolutely perfect. Let me put my decks back. It's where they're nice and neat. I'm a little bit OCD about stuff. Our first card, and I was going to mention this earlier, but I didn't. There might be some, like ascending or descending numbers could be important at the moment, or just the number 3 or the number 4. 3 kind of little, well, here are 2 little gold balls, and then you have that little gold area inside of the monarch. I would definitely pay attention to not just synchronicities, but the number 3, which is the number on this card too. Reality lies within. Notice how you have all of these blossoms all around you. You are kind of being birthed a little bit into the riddles of the universe. I'm seeing the puzzle pieces now. It's kind of like an initiation, or no, how do I want to explain this? So it's almost like you are basically, oh God. This is a new life for you. I guess that would be the easiest way to put it. It looks in the card like the person is being birthed. And that is really telling me that this was an experience. This had to have been an experience, and having to work through a bunch of trauma. Psychologists theorize that the birth process, us being born, is actually one of the most traumatic events that we can go through. And I'm sure they're probably right about that. It seems like this took some work, some heartache. I also see the moon on this, and I don't know how many out there consider themselves part of the Starseed Collective, but this might be a message for you if that's how you resonate. This one is connect to your heart's desire. This is a card that is mirroring everything pretty much, but we have two I can't talk today. We have 2 sphinxes. Sphinxes. Jeez. And this reminds me a lot of the Chariot card. We're talking about the riddles of life, the riddles of the universe. I think that the things that can't be explained very easily. This one's a hard message for me to get out. We see 2 wings with very large door. I say large door because you can see 2 itty bitty people walking toward it. It's striking me a lot as kind of like a portal into another realm of the universe. Maybe you know, however you want to think about it, another or a parallel universe, another dimension, a spiritual realm, There are a ton of different names, so I'm going to leave it open for however you believe. The last card we have here is Awaken to Christ Consciousness, which I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, lunar cycles definitely might be something to pay attention to. Sorry about my watch, but we have this guy, and he's made up of the universe. This guy might have like a form, but he is, or I keep calling it a he. It is the one. It is that God consciousness, that spark, that ignited creation, however you want to think about it. But this dude meaning gender neutral, but this dude is entirely comprised of the universe. You see stars and nebulae and, I mean, potentially a black hole or two, you never know. But he's completely dissolved himself into the universe, into an all-knowing being. So let's get a few cards really fast. Yeah. So the Ace of Swords is not really talking to me so much about a new idea as it is more the continuation of what you're doing. It seems like your maybe I could say your psychism, you keep finding out that you can do all these different things, or it's like you're unlocking different abilities that you didn't know you had, and it could be on your mind a lot and kind of jumbling it up a little bit, and it can definitely be a bit confusing when everything is just all at once. But you have to remember that these are all gifts, and as much as they are gifts are also, there's a flip side to everything. Gifts can also be burdens. So, like in the case of psychic empaths, that one was a new one for me to find out that I was one. And when I did, it was in a hospital. I pass out a lot in hospitals, just inexplicably. I can feel their pain, and it's a lot sometimes, and then I just drop to the floor. It's a lot to do, to be able to kind of learn the techniques to not only harness that energy, but to protect yourself from outside invader energies, I'll say. There's this trick that I do whenever I'm getting into that healing modality. I kind of do like the 4-step breathing type thing, and it's taking in a bunch of healing gold and purple energy, and then releasing it. And like, you envision it going throughout your entire body and into your lungs and all the way out as like black smoke, because it's completely, that's the rubbish you want to get out of your body. This can also be used to do blessings and stuff like that, or even to get ready for healing sessions. It might be something worth trying, though, if that is something that's going on for you. Now we have 3 cards that came out at the same time. We have the 4 of Cups. We have this guy so busy staring at these 4 cups right here that he and his very green heart space outfit, he's missing out on the cup that's really going to make him happy. He's not even paying attention to it. This may be some kind of burnout for someone, or it could be some sort of overstimulation where maybe you need to pull back your energy for a little bit and take a break, because it might be that unlocking all these new gifts is I mean, it's not just draining you physically potentially, but also definitely mentally. It's draining you emotionally, I should say. And it came out with the Fool. So with this combination, I feel like that is going to precipitate something new, which will end up going back to this Four of Cups energy if not properly handled. So, like, if you find that you can do something that you never thought you could do, just an example, maybe you're starting to see auras or something like that. But if you're not ready to take on the full load of that gift because you're still working on, like, maybe psychic empathy, maybe clear sentience, also, like, maybe you notice that you have some very prophetic dreams. It seems like no matter what that new thing is, you're going to keep getting stuck in this energy until you learn how to pull your own energies back, and you learn how to create those boundaries so that no one's leeching off of you, but that you're also able to give back to others, if that's, you know, what you want to do, or whatever. So we have Justice next. So we see the scales and we see the sword up. This is very much a mental journey for sure, but it seems like, how do I want to put this? It seems like you did a lot of work in your root to really get rid of a lot of the traumas that were kind of holding you back and keeping you stuck in the same place. Maybe it was this burnout energy. But now you're kind of opening up more to the greens, the color of the heart. Also, note that both of these guys, green and red, mostly in their clothing. And I've noticed this as a pattern. A lot of people seem to have had some kind of childhood traumas that they've been working through. And it seems like this collective has done a lot of work and really working through those so that they can be able to see and experience more of life than what they have before. And with the Justice card, I feel like this is something that you've earned. You're getting all of this stuff because not only will it fulfill you in the end, and it will give you that happiness that you want once you do learn how to control it, but it very much seems like you've earned it. You went through all of the crap to be able to get to where you are, and it's time to start enjoying the fruits of your labor. You did this. No one else could get you to this place but you. And very befitting, our bottom card is Judgment. So whatever you do, it seems like you've been gifted a lot of really cool, what do I want to call them? Abilities, gifts. You've been gifted the sight that a lot of people will never achieve in their life. And it's really all about how you use it that is, well, that'll determine the judgment that you get. This was a really cool reading, and I wish the best for whomever is stepping out on all these new adventures, being given all of these new, like, upgrades and downloads and everything else. I hope it brings you the joy that you deserve. I'm going to leave this here, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, before I forget, if you've made it this far in the video, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, I would be ever so grateful. Thank you. Bye.